discussion. Yvonne?
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you very much for that. Now, we've spent a good amount of time understanding the issues from the various studios that we have. And let me just get right quick into this with you, Mr. Monari. The issue of public participation has been raised by several there. Some saying the parents were not asked about this categorization, of the 4 categories: who's extremely needy, who is needy, who are the vulnerable. Some have even pointed out that Nyumba Kumi would have been used and that you're already using data that is, at that point. And so this is then back to the question, how did you determine who falls in what category? Was that process adequately, did it involve the stakeholders? And also there was another question regarding this categories. What happens to those who have changing circumstances and changing fortunes? Is this something you review every year? People have jobs today, they get retrenched tomorrow. Or people who are perhaps, in a lower cadre, then fortunes change for the better and perhaps they don't need as much funding. So maybe you could speak to the issue of public participation and how you really came to determine who falls in what category.
Thank you very much. Before developing this model, the Presidential Working Party went across 47 counties. They asked for views of all Kenyans so that they could be able to develop this model. So this model went through public participation, where the Presidential Working Party went across the country, and our parents, students, all of them gave their views. They may not have given views in terms of directly saying, put these 4 categories, but that is the work of experts. You now decipher what you are given, and then you put it in place so that it can be able to assist you deliver what you expected to deliver. Number 2, I want to clarify that if a student or circumstances change for any student, there is an appeal process even before the year ends, where the scholarship and loan will be reviewed so that a student who is in the wrong category will be reviewed so that they can be able to get the amount they are expected to get in the right category. The other issue that I want to bring out, there is money that is already available. It was alluded to, but I want to confirm in the budget for this year, health funding was increased to 30 billion. This is unprecedented before. The scholarship amount that is allocated only for the first years is 15.9 billion Kenya shillings as we speak today. So no Kenyan should worry that there are no funds. We simulated, and we have not categorized anyone in any of these 4 groups. I want to clarify that. We shall categorize these students upon receiving the applications through the www.hef.co.ke. Once we receive the applications, we shall assess. And in the application, if you have gone through, you will find that we have asked questions. What is the family background? We have asked whether you are coming from a marginalized area. Are you a PWD? Are you an orphan? Some of these things are the ones that will help us. What is the size of your family? What is the marital status of your parents? That will be able to assist us. Family expenditure on education will also be able to assist us. All these factors will also be taken through validators. Validators to see whether the information you have given is correct. And that some of those validators could be, for example, if I went to NHIF and I looked at your family income and you are paying 1,700 per month, it means you are at a certain income bracket.
Okay.
If we go to KRA and we look at your returns, then we'll know that you are in a certain income bracket. So those are some of the validators we are looking at. So we have not categorized anyone in any category until we receive the application forms.
All right. Asking about that application, is that portal